Hello, my name is Roope.
And I'm Rene.
We're independent watchmakers from Finland, and this is our workshop.
So let's start from our workbenches here. These are both of our workbenches. As we designed this table ourselves, we got to decide the height. It's around 100 centimeters for us from the bottom. And here we also have our lovely little
Storage.
oh yes, exactly, storage containers. Here is enough space for all our tooling and parts that we will need in the manufacturing. Then in the workbench area itself, we of course have our screwdriver sets, tweezers, some polishing tooling, and also here we have our tin plate and bronze plates for part polishing. For example, here is one plate from our watch. Black polishing is done just with these tools, and this tool itself, we made this at our school in the first year. Excellent tools, and handmade is the best. Then we have our linen vices here. We have two of these for both of our working. These are easy to move around, so if we need more elbow room when we're working, we can just grab that and take it out like that and move it somewhere else. But it's a good spot right there. Then we have our movement holders here. So these have all the vintage Omega movements that we use. They are from the 1950s. Truly excellent movements that we refurbish and use in our watches. And of course the oiling, a second polisher, our swing filer that is also shop made, and then our old good old lights that we use for watchmaking. These are proven to be great set of lights. We have one older and one big newer LED light. They work, they are great. Then we get to the most important part of our workshop. This is our Leica A60 microscope that we use very much here in this workshop. For example, if we are doing some fine finishing work, we can just grab this one, use the vise, and work with both hands thanks to this microscope, and also compared to these traditional loops. These are great for working with bigger parts or assemblies, but when you actually need to see something very small, this is the tool for it. This goes from 3.5 to 22.5 zoom levels. Those are completely fine, and that's enough zoom for this one.
Yeah, I'd say that the microscope, that's a kind of a cheat code when you're looking to make these sharp inner angles in the movement bevels and so on.
Oh yeah, exactly. This is absolutely vital to the level of finishing that we are doing and want to do also in the future. Also, this has a great setting that it also has the swing arm with it, so it's fully movable around the workspace, and especially as we use it here with the linen, and also if we want to do some small hand turning, we just bring it to the lathe and go to work. Again, you can work with your back straight and with your both of your hands. It's again cheat code for this one. For example, when we do second hands, they need the very small tubes in them. That's where this comes to its own. And then, of course, because our workshop is not the biggest, it's compact, so we have to do some interesting design choices when we choose our motors and other working pieces. So this is one of our things that we are quite proud. This is just the basic polishing motor. It has the polishing attachment, but then we added a
flywheel.
Oh yeah, flywheel for our lathe. So when we lathe, it's fully stepless speed adjustment and also both directions, so multi-directional. But then, for example, if we need to do some small form drilling, we can just remove that one, lift it up, and lock the position, and then we can bring the running to here. And again, it's fully adjustable and multi-directional.
Oh yeah, a collet drill using the same collets as the watchmaker's lathe.
Yeah.
And I suppose that drill is also used like precision drill, but also, for example, when you want to do pedalage,
yes,
finishing, you use that kind of collet drill. So.
Oh yeah, exactly. This is again multi-use tool with that multi-use engine. Also, when we do our enamel dials, we have a setup that allows us to use this motor to polish and grind them to flat. Again, one more use, and then as we use it also for our case polishing, then it's 4-in-1 motor.
Yeah, currently, and maybe someday we can think of again another use for the same motor.
Oh yes, absolutely, because this is an excellent motor, so we want to use it as much as possible.
Yeah, you can easily justify the quite high price, like 1,000 euros, but if you can use it for 4 different uses, then the price is easily justified.
Exactly. Then we have our enamel furnace. This is vital for enamel work, of course. It is fully adjustable between, I believe, 400 and 900 degrees Celsius, which is plenty enough for enamel work. We're gonna be doing a lot more prototyping with this one. It's quite fun to see what we can create with this one. Then also we have a micro motor here. Not that much used, but it's good to have. And then here we have our heat treating station. We can do all the possible needed tempering and quenching here. For quenching we use just a charcoal block and olive oil. Very easy.
Extra virgin olive oil.
Oh yes, exactly. So it smells good also when you do heat treating. Then for our tempering we use just a very simple Severin heat plate. This is very easy to control. That again has a very easy to control dial, and it's very even in its heating. This is the way to do it. Then we have our ultrasonic cleaning and other cleaning products. And then if we need some more heat, we also have the capability for that. And here we have our centerpiece. It's a Schaublen 102N lathe. We bought this from Switzerland when we were starting, and this is one of the main pieces of hardware that we need here for watchmaking. So this is a Schaublen 102N, so it's the upgraded model with better bearings, and also it is in very good condition, so it has been a great purchase for us. This has its own divider plate, so a very easy to use solution for gear cutting and other stuff that needs indexing. Then we have our 230 volt motor, so just basic electricity for that one. Then also we have our own motor for our
milling attachment.
Milling attachment. Again, stepless setup. Same thing here. You can adjust the speed completely steplessly. It has a forward-backward gears. This is a very great solution for just easy to use lathe work. Then we have our first cross slide. It's in truly incredible condition, and this is used for every type of turning. Then our quick change tool holder.
I can't just 17 of those tool holders.
Yeah,
so
we have enough.
Enough, exactly.
Yeah. Then we have our more accurate drilling attachment. So this is adjustable in the X and Y coordinates, so you can get it completely in center with the shaft.
Yeah, and as we have the centering microscope, which fits straight into this drilling tailstock, precision tailstock, we can adjust it to be exactly in the middle of the.
Yeah, that's very important when you go very small in your drilling, because if it's bit offline, then it will just break the drill bit. But this is for that one. Then we have our heavy duty tailstock. This is just way more usable for bigger stuff, and it will handle more load. That's used quite a bit.
Yeah.
Then we have our secondary cross slide, but this one has this faster.
It's a sliding one.
Yeah, don't know the correct term, but this one we use for our Geneva stripes with this lathe. As you see, we have a compact workshop, so one machine is used for many purposes here.
Yeah.
And then we have our universal holder here, which has at the moment the Geneva striping for the bridges set up. So you can just attach your bridge here, connect it to the machine and go wild.
And what about the rest of the tooling?
So then we have all the accessories for this lathe. So here we have the milling attachment and the rest of the dividing plates.
Yeah.
Then we go to the collets. We have a great set of collets here, basically 2 full sets. We have the basic collets and then these more outruding ones.
Yeah.
Excellent. This one, for example, is for screw making. Very good, so you get more space for the screw. Then basic 6-jaw chucks, 1 3-jaw chuck. And then when we go here, we have our drilling stuff and also the center the microscope.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So you can attach this one to the precision part, and here you can see the centering for your parts.
Oh, okay.
Very useful. And then we have some other tooling here. Then there is all of our measuring equipment. For example, this whole meter. You had the correct name for this.
I think they're called some kind of plugs.
Yeah.
But
measuring plugs.
Yeah, Swiss carry.
Yeah, these are very useful for our work also. And then here we have the rest of the tooling for the lathe.
Oh yeah.
Of course, we have to have a hammer. Very necessary.
Of course.
Then we have our laser engraver and cutter. This is used for our dial engraving and also for the case back markings. And also we use this to manufacture the hands and hairspring
stud holder.
Yeah, hairspring stud holders. It's easy to cut the shapes out with this and then do all the rest of the work by hand. It's a great helper in that part. Then we have more of our hand tooling here. For example, this very important stone pusher, just a basic watchmaker's tool. Couple of great sets of pushers. So a smaller set and then a bigger set. Both are made by Bolle, older, like around 100 years old, in great condition. And then we have a lot of tools made by ourselves also. These rollers and, for example, our case making. We need a holder for the case for lathe work, this was made by us. Very nice and easy setup to use.
Yes, I think we can take a deep dive into the old special tooling.
Oh yeah, for example these balance spring testers. If you're interested, just throw a comment and we can take a deep dive with this. There are too much for this video. And here we have our computer table. So here we do our 3D modeling, laser work, design, also our stream setup is here, and all the video editing is currently happening from here. Nothing special with the computer, just powerful enough computer, some good music production, and of course our upcoming boxes, because it's a compact workshop. We use every space we got. And then here we also have our rate tester for our watches. This is one of our school watches, so if we check the running, it could be better, but this is an older piece of machinery. Very great, like a good machine. It will do everything we want it to do. So let's see.
Yeah, so you can see the beat rate.
Yes, the beat error and the amplitude of the watch. And then here is our photography station, where we do all the macro photography and nice B-rolls of our watches. Also here we have our light. So if we turn it on right there, it's quite a drastic effect. And this light we also use for photography, but also as a work light, because when in watchmaking there can never be too much light. So we quite often bring this one to our work table or to the lathe if we need extra light for that one. It's fully adjustable, so the intensity can be changed, and also the color of the light.
Ah, yeah, I can see.
And very blue also. Yeah. And of course, last but not least, we have our darts board for because when you do watchmaking, your neck and hands get quite tired sometimes, so it's great to get some freer motion every now and then.
Hey, hope you enjoyed our workshop tour. Our goal is to craft exceptional hand-finished timepieces in Finland and to produce high-quality watchmaking content showcasing our manufacturing processes and deep diving into different watchmaking finishing techniques. And you may expect to find 1 to 2 new videos every month on our channel. So go ahead and subscribe and stay tuned for more content. Thank you.
Thank you.